It's the Made.
Yeah, I'ma do this 2 parts. Yeah. Alright. First thing I do is open a coffin, shove a rag in his mouth. As soon he start talking, get the duct tape, wrap it around his head, and pump him full of drugs till his eyes turn red. I'm a time to his deathbed. No
the first time I wanted to was I think I was 9 years old. I was watching my cousins Breeding Red, and they were recording at my neighbor's house where my brother was staying, my older brother Justin Just. And I listened to rap music, you know, growing up the whole time because he raised me. And so I just started writing poetry to vent, just through a bunch of stupid little girl drama, or just, you know, some troubles that I was going through in my life, being a badass little kid, you know, and bless my mom, and, you know what I mean? I don't say that bless anything, but bless my mom and my dad, because they put up with a lot of stuff, you know. I think the first time I ever performed, was at the Boardwalk, was at a Lynch show, I'm pretty sure. It's like the first time I ever stepped in the booth was at Lynch's studio. I had never rapped in a studio ever before or anything. And the first time I ever wrote my first real rap, I wrote poetry and it rhymed and shit, but this is like my first rap. I wrote it and I went to Lynch's studio with my boy J-Nugs, and I laid it down, and I remember I said, hey, you could probably hear my heart beating through the microphone, because, you know, Lynch is someone I listened to growing up, and then, shit, stepping up in his booth and rapping was crazy to me. That was the first time ever. I would say I'm most proud of the hurdles I've had to overcome through my life. I don't really want to explain them in detail, you know, put my life on blast out there like that, but really it's just like getting through all the bullshit and weaving through all the people that will ever do you wrong, and you just gotta get to those certain people that are just family, and there's no more friends, they're just family. Shit. Some people might say I'm stupid, but man, I gotta smoke, man. I have to smoke. I cannot live without that. I know people say there's a million other things you could say you can't live without. But that's one thing, first thing that pops in my head, weed. You know, my medicine. But that's one thing I can't live or do without. I'd have to say off top. Man. I would just have to say, best advice. That's a hard one. I would just say trust yourself in general. Be all that you can be before you try to please anybody else. And that might sound selfish, but I've tried to please everybody else my whole life before me. And that's what's, you know, got me fucked over. Real shit. And man, who knows nowadays? I can't even begin to explain. I haven't listened to the radio in years, just because I'll turn it on and I'll listen. Yeah, I know what's on the radio, but I'll peep, and I'm just like, I can't even listen to this. What is this? What is this? It's all dance music now, dubstep. I mean, no hate, and everybody's gonna say this, but dubstep, man, it's just like rave music to me. I can't stand it. It drives me crazy. I cannot listen to it. Real shit. I'd probably give it to somebody. That's just me. I'd probably give it to somebody who needed it more than me. And I'd probably just do without. And go kill some shit like a caveman, living out here in these hills. Man, it's from everywhere. I find inspiration from every single rapper I grew up on. I mean, I could just name them off for hours. From the green grass that grows to the sky is my inspiration for music. I can't even begin to explain how deep it goes. It's not just people. That's why it makes me so angry when I hear this music on the radio, because they're so just spitting out whatever. Music is for the soul, and music is for music started from drums and beating. You ever walk down the street with your homies and have two people beating on their knees, one person clapping, another person snapping, and you just get a beat going and start flowing? That's how that shit started from. And you start busting tight. And now this shit's just you get a hard beat and anybody could rap on it, and it could be the wackest shit in the world, and people will love that song, and it will make millions. It doesn't make any sense to me. Any advice for upcoming artists? Well, I'm an upcoming artist, so I need some advice. I'm just gonna say this. I met up with him one day, and he was in his Benz, and then he said, that shit looked like Easter eggs." I had some great Kool-Aid that just looked like Bad Al. But real shit, Brother Lynch is my dude, man. I can't even call him Brother Lynch, it sounds weird. Kev's my dude.
It's the made.